and welcome back to another episode on the GOAT server. Greatest of all time server, trying to be the greatest of all time GOAT. We are here in the shopping district, our beloved shopping district. I want to check up on some shops, and then we got a little bit of things to do today that I want to try to get done as fast as possible. But let's see how many glorious diamonds we have made today. Ooh, we have made 4 from the spectral arrows. Very nice. And that is it from the piglin bartering shop. What about the gold shop? Sometimes we sell some. Yeah, we sold 2 stacks of golden carrots. Very nice. Everything else has not been selling. Let's go check on the fungus among us shop. We have sold some warped stem. That's very good. And then all the crimson nylium and all the warped nylium. We're going to have to make more. Oh my goodness. I wasn't expecting this actually. But it seems somebody is interested in collecting quite a bit of nylium. Unfortunately, it does mean I have to go farm some more, which I'm going to be honest, it's not as fun as it looked in the last video, but it is what it is. And the last shop we're going to take a look at is our statues for use shop. I believe we do have a commission, so let's take a look at that. We have one book and quill in here. Hi Curtis, I'd like to commission a chicken memorial, please. My only request is that it contains the text in loving memory of John and DABABY, or DABABY. I guess we also need a big chicken and a baby chicken, please. Many thanks, Emily. P.S. Total creative freedom, so as many diamonds as it requires. Also, don't tell Dryrek. And that's great. I am looking forward to this commission. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but I do have a couple ideas for it. So I'm really excited for that. And Wemley has actually left some stuff in my mailbox, I guess, for this project. So we got a bunch of raw chicken, and we have John and DABABY. Amazing. And she also sent me the location of where she wants this armor stand commission. So we're going to try to see what we can do with that. And I believe this is the location she specified. Let's get started. Alrighty, I think this came out looking pretty good. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. Uh, I was gonna have some people mourning this monument, but I ran out of chicken heads, unfortunately. So we're just gonna stick with this, and let's go ahead and add here. So I'll break this. We're gonna add in loving memory of. Oh, actually, it's capitalized memory. Memory of John and DABABY. There we go. I especially really like how these crosses turned out, and using the coarse dirt for the grave sites actually turned out pretty good. The baby carriage was a little bit difficult. I just made it entirely out of banners and just put them around, and then we have a little small stand of the baby, as Wemley and Dryrecht call him, and then John right here as well. Very, very silly, and I think that'll about do it for this project. It was about 2 hours to complete, so I'm going to be charging Wemily 40 diamonds for it, and I will leave the invoice for it in her mailbox. Thank you, Emily, for your business. And I don't actually feel like going all the way through the nether to the shopping district, so I took off all my armor and put all my stuff in my ender chest, and now we're going to speed run to the shopping district as fast as we can. And the easiest way to do that, of course, is to hop into this lava. There we go. Tide respawn at the shopping district. Here we go. And let's grab our stuff. And we're good to go. Let's leave that invoice for Wemily. Okay, so, hello Emily. I hope you're happy with the armor stand commission. It took me about 2 hours to complete, so I will be charging you 40 diamonds. Please leave the diamonds and this book in my mailbox. Thanks, Curtis does a dig. Alright, I put the invoice in her mailbox, and we are good to go on that front. I've noticed this rainbow banner just kind of chilling here in the shopping district, and now I kind of want to move it someplace else, because it's kind of just in the middle of nowhere here. It's also kind of hidden behind these stairs, so I'm wondering, what if I just started hiding this banner around the shopping district and seeing if people ever notice it? Let's figure out a place to put it. What if I put it just on the back of this tree for now? That's not too far away from its original location, but it certainly has moved. Maybe we can make a little mini game out of finding it. I don't know, might be interesting. Alrighty, we are back at my base, and as per usual in every single episode, I am adding a new room to the base, and I didn't mean to hit F5 that many times. Today is no exception. We're going to be adding a very tiny room. It's not going to be much. It's literally so tiny, but we're going to add it anyway. We're going to be using a lot of flower pots for it. And I'm very nervous about how this is going to turn out. But we're basically, I found out that we can set flower pots in the air like this. And so I am going to be making a floor out of it. I think that's going to be very weird. And it will certainly add to the uniqueness of this base. And we're going to be making a sort of little garden out of floating flower pots. So that's exciting. Let's go ahead and add these in real quick. And then we'll start adding in all the different different plant lives, I guess. I'm really excited for this, honestly. I think it's going to look so weird. And we have a ton of flower pots, by the way. We have 3 more stacks plus 15 after this. So we got a lot of work for ourselves, I guess. Let's get started on this. This is the 4th time I have fallen off of these flower pots, but I have done it. I have I've made the worst room in my base. It's entirely made out of flower pots. It needs a roof. I might have to go get some glass for that, or I was thinking maybe I'll just use nether brick slabs up on the top. I don't know yet. But I've fallen through the floor multiple times now, which is very fun, very exciting. Um, and by that I mean it's neither of those things. But it's also it's a very cool build, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really excited to actually put some plants in here and see how that looks. But let's go ahead and add a roof real quick over it. And yeah, I'm gonna use the nether brick slabs, I think. Alright, I think this came out looking pretty great. Now I just gotta add all the plant life to all these flower pots, and then we'll be set for this room for today. Let's go and do that real quick. I have currently 64 oak saplings, 64 crimson fungus, 64 warped fungus, and I don't think I'm going to use all of them. I'm going to try getting some other plants to plant in here as well. Maybe like some flowers would also go good. Maybe like some red and brown mushrooms as well. But let's get to it. Alrighty, I think that is pretty good. We can see how this room looks. It's very colorful now that I'm looking at it. I had to use a lot of mushrooms and a lot of saplings, but you can see there's some other flowers in here as well, and I think it really, really looks nice. And in fact, I actually might remove the rest of these signs here just so that it's fully visible from all parts of this area right here. Just like so. Just have this whole area open. And just, wow, this looks really incredible. I'm really happy with this. Oh my gosh, look at that. And before we continue with the video, I do want to just stop and say thank you to everybody that has been supporting this channel. We are now at 88 subscribers and we're averaging about 20 views per episode, which is absolutely amazing. You know, my previous average before starting on the GOAT server was about, 10, 15 at most, and now we're averaging about 20 to 30, which is really awesome, and I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying these videos. I've been working really hard on them. I've been practicing, doing some editing. I've been putting in the work to try making these videos as good as possible, actually planning things out. And I think the content is really showing that I'm actually putting forth that effort. And I hope you guys are enjoying it because I'm enjoying it too. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been supporting me, especially those that have been supporting me since the beginning. And even for you newer folks that have recently subscribed, thank you guys so much. I'm really appreciative of you guys. I just saw a fish go through this thing right here, and it distracted me. What the heck? Anyway, just a random salmon floating in here. I just really want to say thank you, and I genuinely appreciate you guys. You guys mean the world to me. And I hope you guys are enjoying my content, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy my content and come by more often, check out these videos, and just see what I'm up to. Season 2 for the GOAT server is approaching. We are going to be switching off from this server to a different world, starting when 1.17 is released, and that is expected to be coming up shortly. I personally am expecting it to be end of May or early June. But of course, it's entirely up to Mojang when they finally release 1.17, and the goats still have to plan out what's going to be happening for our season 2. So there's a lot to be talked about still, and we're all really excited about it. As this chapter of my YouTube series comes to an end, though, I do want to, at some point, do a little tour around to everybody's base. So probably my last episode of this series, what we're going to do, we're going to go to everybody's bases. We're going to do a lot of exploration, I think. And it's going to be a much longer episode than what we have normally, which is about like 20 minutes on average. And I think it's going to be a lot longer. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about right now. Another thing to keep in mind that I really want to do when the 1.17 update comes out and when Season 2 starts is I plan on doing maybe not a full day live streaming, but a pretty long time live streaming, maybe with some breaks in between, for day one of the 1.17 update and playing on the GOAT server for Season 2. We're just going to do a really long live stream. I'm going to see if some of the other GOATs are going to be interested in joining me for that. So I think like a full day live streaming would be in the works, I believe. I also have some other ideas for future videos. You know, I'm really trying to get into the whole YouTube thing. I've been uploading once a week, every week, minus that 1 week that I missed when I was on a temporary hiatus. But I've been trying very hard to get an episode out every week, and I think that the progress I've made since I first started doing YouTube it's really come a long way. I've been working really hard at it, and I think it really shows. And I can't wait to continue doing this. The live stream, can't wait for that either. I've been doing a lot of live streaming on my Twitch channel, at Curtis Does a Dig. Feel free to subscribe to that. Also, if you're not already following, please consider following on Twitter and Instagram, at Curtis Does a Dig as well, or supporting on Patreon, at Curtis Does a Dig. I really, really appreciate it. We've had a couple Patreon supporters every once in a while. Some recurring, some that only donated once, and it's always appreciated. It really lets me know that I'm doing something right. Um, and for those, I'm genuinely appreciative of them as well. And I'll list their names here in front of my face right now. I believe it was Disaster Kitty X, Official _ Griffin, and Carol Drem 2. Thank you guys so much for your Patreon patronage, whatever the word is. Thank you guys so much. I genuinely appreciate it. It really helps me know that I'm doing something correct, and it makes me feel good about the videos that I'm making. And also, for those that have been commenting, genuinely appreciate those as well, because it lets me know that you guys are at least having some sort of interactivity with me as a content creator. It makes me feel good that you guys feel comfortable enough to do that. But I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Remember, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell to get notified when I upload a video. And if you're not following already, please consider following me on Twitter, Instagram, and supporting me on Patreon, all at Curtis Does a Dig. I know I already said that, but it's a force of habit. I gotta say it again. Otherwise, my brain will hate me. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.